everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today, and if you are new here, thank you so much for stopping by. I really hope you will watch the video, and if you happen to like my content, you will like and subscribe and hit that notification bell, but you have to wait till you watch to really decide. I can't ask you to do that before you know who I am. So anyway, I also want to thank my new subscribers that I recently got in the past week. I got a bunch of new subscribers, and I am so grateful to you for stopping by and actually liking what I'm doing and wanting to stick around. So that means to the world. To the world? It means the world to me. So today's video is a little different. This is one that I haven't done. I'm going to start trying to incorporate different types of videos, and you guys can let me know whether you like them, whether you don't like them. You know, I always appreciate your honesty, your criticism, and all of your comments. I read them, I pay attention to them, and I really appreciate the feedback. When products first come out, we're all so intrigued that we really want to know what the hype is. We want to go and we want to buy the products right away and get in on it and see what it's all about. Well, I am like that. I get that excitement of wanting to go out and get the next and best thing, but for a lot of products I waited because I was on the fence, and even some limited edition products I actually waited for. And the whole moral of this video is these are products that I'm really glad that I waited till they were on sale before I bought. And it's not because I regret buying them, it's not because I think they're bad products, but I'm going to explain why I'm glad that I waited till they were on sale to get them. Now, I do have mostly palettes and makeup products, but I do have one body cream that I do want to talk about, and I'll explain my reasons why. This is from Sol de Janeiro. They're a good company. They have good products, albeit very expensive products, and that's my reason. I got this as an add-on for the FabFitFun. I believe it was the winter or spring box, I'm honestly not sure. They had this cream, I believe, on sale for $24. I could be wrong. Unfortunately, I can't go back and look up the price, but the full price of this is $45 because this is a full size. This is not the Boom Boom cream. This is the Acai Body Power Cream. Let me show it to you. I keep things in the box because they just look pretty. I don't know. So it is purple. Of course, what drew me in when I saw it was the fact that it is purple. It does come in the typical style fashion jar that the Boom Boom cream comes in. I'm almost done with it, so this will be in my empties and or panning very soon. I'm very happy about that. I usually put it on right after I get out of the shower. Now, don't get me wrong. It's not a bad cream. It has a pleasant smell to it. It's moisturizing. I use it. I'm enjoying it. But I can't justify the $45 price tag for a tub of cream. All of my creams and lotions, the Body Shop, Bath and Body Works, Hemp's, which I just purchased, I got them buy one get one free. They're pricier products, and although I enjoy them, I don't want to pay the full price, and I don't think this is worth $45. No matter how hyped up it is, it's still, to me, not a $45 cream. I said there's nothing wrong with it, but there's nothing that, to me alone, I could be wrong, this is just my opinion, that justifies that price tag. The same with the Boom Boom cream. I'm happy that I got the 3 little tubs that I got. One is 100 Point Perks, the other in my BoxyCharm. Again, I like them. I use them. There's nothing wrong with the product, but I won't pay the price tag. And to me, that's why I'm glad I got this on sale. And unless I can see another sale that has any of the Sol de Janeiro products on sale, I will not be purchasing them again. The only time I will get them is with the sale. So one other product that is not technically a palette that I do have is, yes indeed, it is the original Beauty Blender. These were these fluorescent colors that they had a 3-pack of. I don't know whether they just weren't popular or whatever, but I did find them on sale a while back as a kid at Ulta. And you know, normally a regular Beauty Blender, this one is completely dry. It's brand new as a matter of fact because I have to use it. And the 3-pack was on sale, I think, for maybe $18. These are normally $20 a piece, and I think the kit itself was $40, maybe? But they had a super sale on this, and I am so happy that I picked it up because honestly, I don't find these to be worth $20 a piece. It's a beauty sponge. I have cheaper sponges, my Eco Tools, my Real Techniques, my L'Oreal, and even my little baby $3 sponge that I got in TJ Maxx that I really enjoy. And although they're popular and everyone feels good and says they are the best, yes, they do work, but to me they're just not, I can't justify a $20 price tag for a beauty sponge. So the only time I buy the actual Beauty Blender brand name, say that 3 times, is when they are on sale. So I love these, I love using them, I also love using my cheap sponges, but I'm happy that I got this on sale. So because I have so many other palettes and items, I'm just going to talk about this concealer. This is the Rainforest of the Sea-aquacealer. This was hyped up for a little while. I got this a little while ago, and I'm having such a hard time getting through it and finishing it because I just don't like it. I did get this on sale. I got this around Christmas time. Tarte was having this huge after Christmas sale, and so I believe I paid like half price for it. It's a pricey concealer. You do get your standard amount of concealer in here. It is different. It almost looks like a baby foundation, but it does have this giant doe foot applicator, which it seems to me that all of the new concealers that are coming out, they're all going with this giant doe foot applicator. I like it and I don't like it, but that's another video on that. The thing about this concealer is, if you like the smell of turpentine, then you'll like this concealer. The smell of this is so overwhelming. It actually can give me a headache when I'm putting it on. I also don't like the consistency. It creases on me if I do not heavily set this concealer, and I have a hard time heavily setting concealer because of my very, very dry under eyes. But if I don't set this, and the one day that I did not set this, I went into the bathroom and at work to wash my hands. I looked up and went, oh my goodness. It looked like I was a marionette. I had these lines going down underneath my eyes. It was, I didn't know, I don't even think I had that many wrinkles. I don't know what was going on with it. But you know me, I try to use this up, and I'm having a hard time. I may pass it on to someone else, in my family, obviously, but I've been really trying to use this, and I'm so glad that I got it half price and I didn't pay the full costly price. Of course, I will put all of the prices. For these, I'm going to put them on the screen so you know what I'm talking about. I'm glad that I didn't pay the full price for this because, yeah, no. This other product, I recently showed it in one of my hauls, and I also had it in one of my monthly reviews, so I'm sorry if it's repetitive, but I just have to talk about it. This was the Urban Decay Disco Queen Highlighter. It's a purple highlighter. Let me just swatch it for you again in case there's some of you that are new and that have not seen it. What's also bothering me is it is, I don't know, see the texture in the pan? It's getting those bumps. It's almost like hard panning, and that's bothering me because it is not old. Now I am digging my finger in, and yes, you see the purple sheen on there, but it's a very, very subtle, I just rubbed my hand. It's a super subtle highlighter. I don't necessarily like the way it's completely sitting on my skin the more I play with it. Sometimes it looks really pretty. This one, I try to wet it, and maybe that's why I'm getting hard pan in here from spraying my brush, but I like it. I'm using it. It's one that I don't reach for all the time. I find myself reaching for it if I'm doing a purple eye look and I really want to have this cool Instagram-y sparkle look. I will definitely work with this one. So it's not an awful product, but I would have been really upset if I paid the $34 that was the original price tag of it. I got it for $17, and I also happened to have at the time a 20% off Ulta coupon. So I saved a little bit of more money. And so while I like it, it's not one that I find myself really wanting to reach. I kind of have to force myself to go for it. So that's why I'm very happy that I did get this on sale. The next one's going to be shocking because I just talked about how excited I was to have gotten it. And again, it's not a bad product, it's just not giving me everything that I hoped it would be. And it could be for a couple of reasons. Again, these are not bad products. I am talking about the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit. This one is in the Aurora palette. I was so excited to find this that I paid $25 for, which is, of course, cheaper than her 40+ price tags for her highlighter palettes. I definitely like the palette, but I'm having trouble figuring out exactly how to use it to work on my skin tone and to go with the looks that I create. They are so super soft and they're such beautiful shades. It may just be, I mean, they do go on beautifully. It may just be my skin tone. Maybe I have to layer them more properly, but it's just, you know, when you have these hopes for something and you just get let down just a little bit, because I like this, but I'm not as I want it to be. So I'm definitely going to use this. I hope I can pan it one day, but I'm just really glad that I waited. I didn't jump on it immediately, and that I did get it on sale. A lot of these are new products actually that I did just get on sale in one of my hauls. I said, so you might have seen them. So if you've seen them already, I apologize, but now I'm just going into a little bit more depth about the feelings that I have. So this is the Patrick Starr and MAC collaboration. They say X. I'm not sure what the whole X is about. I don't know. But this is the Glam AF palette. This was the more neutrally everyday palette. I really enjoy this. These shadows are absolutely gorgeous. They swatch beautifully. They blend beautifully on the eye. My only thing is that I'm glad that I got this at the 40 or 50% off that I did pay, because it was for a 4-pan palette. It was pricey. It was quite pricey, even for MAC shadows. So because I did get it for like the $20 maybe that I paid, even that's a little bit much. I might have paid less. Again, the prices are not in my brain at the moment. I enjoy it. I love it. The quality is beautiful. I love the colors in here. But the thing is, it's such a basic palette. I do reach for this at least once a week, because when I don't want to have over-the-top glam eye makeup and I want something quick and that I don't have to think about, I find myself reaching for it. But I wouldn't, because they're so basic, and I do actually have all of these colors somewhere in all of my other palettes, that I'm really glad that I paid a lesser price, because I can justify using it as often as I do and having those other colors in other palettes because of the price tag and for getting it on sale. The next one is along the same lines of that same haul that I did, and I'm still so on the fence. That full eyeshadow palette from the Jeremy Scott collaboration that MAC did, the big boom box, it's still on sale for $45. It is a large palette, and I keep looking at it. I haven't actually swatched it or seen it in person. I may have to go in store and look at it, because I'm saying I don't need it. I don't want to pay. I wouldn't have paid the $75 price tag that it was. And I'm like, do I want to pay $45 for it? I still don't know. It's still there, so maybe the quality isn't that good if it's still there. But this was the Cheeky Volume 1 that I recently showed. Packaging spectacular. I'm glad I have this. I like to use it, but remember I talked about the problems with this that I had. That being the narrow pan size, that being the very light pigmentation that it has. It does work, but again, when you're expecting something, and for the full price of what this collection was, I am so glad that I got it for the 40 to 50% off and did not pay full price, because if I had paid that full, very expensive price, I would have been angry. Now I'm not so angry because it was discounted and I do use it, but it didn't live up to the expectations of its full price. These little guys. NYX and I have to have a little conversation. NYX, you're a good brand. I have a lot of your stuff. I enjoy a lot of your stuff. We gotta talk about the prices. NYX, what are you doing with the prices? They keep creeping up and creeping up and creeping up, and it's shocking to me that drugstores are charging what they're charging. I had been dying to try the NYX Ultimate palettes. They had several of them. This was the only one I could find. But Ulta had a buy one get one. They had a buy one get one free, but this was not part of it. So I got one of the buy one get one 50% off things. Now sometimes that works because if you notice with their NYX eye palettes, they're like $20 or more, and then you go to get like an eyeliner, and of course you get the 50% off of the cheapest thing. So I wound up having to get this, and I bought something else, and I don't remember. I just couldn't find it to pull it out. So I wound up buying something a little bit less expensive than this, so I got the half price off of that. I really love this eyeshadow palette. You can see it's got a little bit of a dent in it. I love the colors. They go on beautifully. Some of the colors can muddy just a little bit, so you have to be careful. But the color story is gorgeous. This green, this olivey green, is absolutely stunning. That was a bad swatch, but that blue is one of my favorites. I totally enjoy this palette. I would have not have paid the $20+ that this palette was. To me, if I'm going to spend $20, I'm going to spend another $10 or so and get a medium range brand palette. So for as much as I enjoy this, I do like it. NYX, your prices have got to go. So I'm very glad that I was able to get another, although I didn't get this as discounted, I got the two of them for a discounted price. So there's my thoughts on that one. I do have 3 more quick palettes to talk about. This is the Peanut Butter and Jelly palette. Now NYX, listen to me. Ulta, what are you doing to me? You keep sending me these emails with these amazing sales because I'm a Diamond member, and they are sucking me in that one of my next videos is going to be another Ulta haul. They know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. That's all I've got to say. But so I'm sorry, I got a little off topic. This is the Peanut Butter and Jelly palette. Now Ulta has on sale the Peanut Butter and Honey palette, which I don't have. There were so many mixed reviews on this, and I did not get it when it first launched. This isn't a new palette. I think it came out last year, but I did see this on sale recently, and I did pick it up. The packaging is adorable. The mirror is tiny, but on the go, this is a small enough palette that if I wanted to just throw it into an overnight bag or something, I can do quite a bit with the shadows. I happen to like this palette. I'm enjoying it very much because it offers everything I need. A brow bone, a transition. This I can use if I'm going for a lighter look. I use this all over the lid. If not, I will sometimes highlight my brow bone with this. It all depends. I really enjoy it. This color is a little tricky to pull off depending upon your skin tone because it is such a grapey color, but of course I knew what I was buying since it's called the Jelly palette. So you can see it's kind of, the color of the purple is a little, depending upon your skin tone, you may or not be able to pull it off, but this deeper purple is beautiful. I really enjoy this, but I'm glad that I didn't run out to purchase it right away because although I enjoy it and I like it, I don't reach for it every day. I'm trying to do that, by the way, reach for a different palette every day so that I can really start to enjoy all of the makeup products and all of the eyeshadow products that I have. So that's one of my projects for the next 30 days. I'm going to see if I can, because I wear makeup, I make up every single day. Even if I'm home, it feels so good to get out of bed, take a shower. Even if I don't do my hair and I throw it up, I love playing with my makeup. So I'm really happy that I got this on sale. It's cool to have in my collection because it's adorable, but I wouldn't have wanted to pay what the full price of this is. The last 2 palettes are actually from the same collection. This was a limited edition collection, and if you have this, I want you to let me know your thoughts on it. On some places, you can actually still find it if you Google it. There are still some available randomly. This was the Kristen Leanne and Urban Decay collaboration that they had. This was a limited edition. Again, people are so harsh in their criticisms. I think they jump to criticize right away instead of actually sitting with something, working with it, and really giving their thoughts. They didn't like the different pan sizes, the different shapes of the pans, and by the way, this brush that came with it, I love this brush. This brush is better than the Anastasia brushes. The Anastasia brushes, to me, are so scratchy, especially when I go to one of my better brushes. This brush is super soft, and then it has this shorter end here. I really happen to like that brush. I use it even when I'm not using this palette. It is a very different palette. It has very bold colors. You're not really going to be able to achieve a super neutral look with it. I am currently wearing this on my eyes today. I can tell you, the pan sizes don't bother me. The split pan doesn't bother me because you're not using those tremendously all over your eyes that you're going to dip in a big fluffy brush. You're going to use a small detail brush when you do use these split duochrome colors, either as inner highlight or brow bone or in the center of your eye. That doesn't bother me. Pan sizes don't bother me. None of it bothers me. I think they're beautiful shadows. I love them all. This black is spectacular. It's like literal, and it's not chalky, but it goes on like pure carbon, and it is the least chalky black. Usually when you have a black this black, it feels chalky, it feels powdery. This one does not. So none of that bothered me, but because it is such an interesting color story with the palette, I'm really glad that I got this for half price and I waited and didn't run out and get it. I looked at it so many times, but I didn't want to pay the full price. So because it's not one that I will reach for every single day, I'm so happy to have it in my collection, but I am still so happy that I waited. The last thing, as I said, is from the same collection, and this is again the Kristen Leanne and Urban Decay highlighting palette. This was also half price on sale and when I did purchase it. Now these are not as blingy as I'm really enjoying my highlighters to be. They're buttery and I totally enjoy them, and I think I'm running out of room to swatch, but we're going to try. They are beautiful wearable tones. Those are all the three colors. I do really enjoy it. I reach for it fairly often. I'd say it's definitely in my rotation, so I really don't have any complaints about that it not being wearable, that I can't use any of the colors. I'm just really happy that I got it on sale and it was half price, because why would I want to pay full price for something that I love if I can get it for half price? So I'm really glad that I picked that one up as well. I have a lot of these products sitting around as I go through and I look, I'm like, you know, I'm really glad that I didn't run out and get that and I didn't pay full price for it. So some of these series may be coming up. If you do like this series and you want to see more of it, please give it a thumbs up if you want to, and let me know. So thank you so much for joining me. Let me know your thoughts on all those products if you would like to. And as always, my friends, have an amazing day, have an amazing week, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.